Usatine Media presents Internal Medicine Correlations and Clinical Scenarios. This is for the USMLE Step 3. So this is a great way to study for the internal medicine portion of this exam, of which there's many questions and a lot of content. So we can go through these chapters. The nice thing is that when you go to the chapters, that you actually have multiple choice questions similar to what you would see on the boards. You'll actually get a case like this of rheumatoid arthritis, and you'll read through the case, and then you're going to be asked a question like, what is the difference in the overall clinical value of CRP and ESR? Well, let's just take a guess at this because we just want to show you how this works. I'm going to guess B, and the answer was really A, none, but it shows you very clearly that A is the green one, and B is what we chose, which is red because we got it wrong. And now you can scroll down and find out that there really is no overall difference in the use of ESR or CRP. So we could keep taking this test prep, and now we can ask the question, which of these is essential to diagnose rheumatoid arthritis? Well, let's look over the options, and let's say that we answered C and see what we get. Well, C is correct. You have to have at least an anti-CCP or a rheumatoid factor positive test to make this diagnosis. So we got it, and now we can look at the explanation if we'd like. And we go on, we learn more about the patient, the case. Now we have another question. What is unique about the pleural effusion of rheumatoid arthritis seen in this patient? Well, not having read it, I'm just going to take a wild guess. And it wasn't the high protein level, it was the low glucose level. But here we have very easy to see where we went wrong, and we can read the explanation. So that is how you do a case. If you want to go straight to the answers, you can just hit the answer button and look at this case with all the answers provided to you. So let's say we were just going to follow this, and you'll see all the green correct answers already marked. If you went to the Q&A version, you'd see where we are. Actually, you can go right back to where we were when we were working on the case. And looks like we only have one more to do. Which of these should you use if methotrexate cannot be tolerated? Well, let's see. No methotrexate. Let's try, well, that's a tough one. Let's try gold salts. Nope, it's the leflunomide. Okay, so gold was an older version, but leflunomide is a newer one. So this is the correct answer. It shows my age. Okay, but looks like there are more questions. So we're not quite there at the end, but these are very rich tests. I'm just going to click on anything here just to get us through the exam. Let's say here we got improve during pregnancy, and let's say this one, which is wrong. Just want to show you how these cases, there's just so much to them. Fabulous, fabulous stuff. Rituximab. We really wanted adalimumab there. And TNF inhibitors. Well, they actually, let's see. Oh, here we are. We're about to make ourselves a note about this case. Let's make a note saying that this is a challenging case. Say that. Okay, let's just click anything here. It was really the TNF that maintains the granulomas. And we finally made it to the case summary. There's just so much in this case. It's great. What a great case. So if we go to the next case, we can solve that. Or we can go to the answers. But now we at least see our score. I wanted to show you what our score was. Well, we're guessing, so 20% is not a great score, but we can go back, and now we've learned a lot. We can go back and do better. So that's the way you do the cases. You can search for things. Let's say you want to do some cases on cardiomyopathy. Click that. We get a number of different places where cardiomyopathy appears. In these cases, we can create ourselves a specific test. Here was a test that I created earlier based on 2 different chapters. Here was a random set of cases that made a test earlier. This was 20 questions. This was 20 cases, 10 cases. We can create any new case we want. We can make it based on chapters that we're interested in. Let's say we want to now test ourselves on endocrinology and gastroenterology at the same time. Then we just go ahead and hit next step. How many cases do we want? Let's say we just want a short one. We can go down to 5, or we can go all the way up to, in this case, 18 cases. That's probably all the cases we can get from those 2 chapters. And we can start the test. And now we can just go and do the test. Or we could go back and do it later, because it's a test that is saved, that is in progress. If we don't want to keep a case or a series of cases that was made into a test, let's say this random one we didn't want to use again, we can just delete it, make it go away. And then we can have our completed tests to look at in the future. We can have our stats based on high averages, low averages, cases that are not yet tried, so we know which ones that we still need to go back to. And so we have our contents, our searching, our testing, our stats, and finally, just to tell you that this app was developed by Usatine Media. I'm Dr. Usatine, and my co-president is Peter Erickson, the lead software developer. Together, we love creating cases, I should say apps, based on cases and other interesting things to help you study and do well on your boards, ace your boards for that matter. And if you'd like to learn more about our other apps for USMLE, Step 1, 2, 2CS, 2CK, it's all there. Just come to our website and enjoy all the opportunities for learning. Thank you.